a good candidate should work on every single aspect of the United States equally. So socially, politically, and economically, there should be a focused plan.
I'm Lily. She, her pronouns. I'm gonna be the moderator for today. I'm very excited. Starting off, can you say your name and pronouns?
I'm Miriam Blatlawi. My pronouns are she, her.
I'm Matthew Wisdom, and my pronouns are he, him.
Cool. Okay, so I guess I can start off with this. So, what is your relationship towards voting? And that meaning, did you come from a family faithful to voting, or what was kind of your background with voting?
So when it comes to voting, my family views it as, a right that they should take advantage of. Especially as immigrants, they kind of abide by the law and abide by their civic duties. So they feel the need to represent themselves in elections and take the chance to vote.
Growing up, my parents didn't really show me anything. When it comes to voting, they always kept it to themselves. But as of recently, my father has recently taken me to a voting station to show me how it's done, how it goes along. And because I'm getting closer and closer to the age where I can begin to vote, he's teaching me so that I can understand who I'm voting for, how to vote, and why it's so important to vote.
Super cool, super cool. I came from a family where they didn't think it was very important. I kind of had to navigate that on my own. So it's really cool that you're being taught. Going into the next question, what do you think about the current election?
Personally, I have a lot of mixed emotions about the current election. It's kind of like we're picking the better out of the bad and just like analyzing Biden. He is not running on a strong campaign. He is running on the fact that he is the better candidate, which is not resonating with people who are previously on the Democratic side because they don't get that, pride, and they don't see the strength in his campaign as a whole. And then when you analyze like what Trump says during these debates, he focuses on bashing the Biden family, and that does not give me any insight on what he wants to do or improve from his presidency of 2016 and 2020.
We are stuck between a rock and a hard place in a time that is probably one of the most important for the American people. With Trump, the man is an actor. That is what he does best. He ran a show, he failed the company, and now he's failed America. That is all he has going for him. He let the pandemic slide out of hand, and now he focuses on just bashing Biden. The presidential campaign, as of right now, feels more like a kindergarten argument than an actual presidential campaign.
So, starting question, how old are you now? And when you turn 18, if you're not already, do you feel an obligation to vote?
I'm currently 16, and when I am of the age to vote, I will do it. I'm not going to say that I have a necessary feeling of obligation, but I guess that I do in the sense, I don't really view the voting system to be completely effective with like the existence of the electoral college, voter suppression, and stuff like that. But I mean, it doesn't harm me to do it, so I guess I will participate in it.
Yeah, similar to what Kiki said, there's kind of this sense of like, I don't know if I should do it or not. Like, it's not like I have like this strong passion to go out and vote, but it just feels as though it's like one of my civic duties that I should be exercising. And if I have the right to do it, I should do it.
I feel like all youth have some sort of obligation to vote because throughout your life, as you grow up, you're silenced for being young. You don't know enough. And as soon as you reach the age to vote, your voice then matters. What you vote for and what you do with that matters.
As far as my standpoint, when I turn 18, because I'm 16, I'm 17 right now, I forgot my age. um, I do want to vote. Last question, what are your hopes for future elections, possibly elections you'll be able to vote for?
I feel like in future elections, one thing that I really, really emphasize and I really want to see more is point blank diversity. And whether this means racial diversity, age diversity, and able diversity, I just feel like any type of diversity is important. We have 70 plus year old candidates who are white still representing the United States. I don't see like the progression at all. Like diversity in every single point.
Within the future, like it's most like it's not realistic, but I just do not want any of the frameworks that have been set. Yeah, they're not effective. They're inherently oppressive. Nothing like it, nothing similar to it. The whole idea of the two-party system, the functioning of the electoral college, the inherent corruptness of the presidential position. I just want to make sure that the wants and the needs of marginalized people and people of America is actually being met. So I think a stronger emphasis on community and divesting from such centralized and such privileged spaces and actually talking to people on the ground.
You guys all brought really insightful perspectives. Of course, even though we can't vote, youth voices, they matter more than what people think, more than what the adults think, because I feel like a lot of the time adults underestimate the power of the youth, and if they just gave us the mic, we would we would have very, very important things to say.